Welcome to another edition of Raya's Power International. Today I'd like to talk about building a stronger rotator cuff with the Cuban Press. Now the rotator cuff is often discussed in the gym, usually by people who have been injured yet know nothing about rotator cuff anatomy. So what is the rotator cuff? The rotator cuff is comprised of four muscles that form over the scapula. They are from bottom to top, the teres minor, infraspinatus, subscapularis, and supraspinatus. Now the tendons of these muscles form a cuff over the top of the humerus, which helps to lift and rotate the humerus and hold it in the shoulder socket. Therefore, it quickly becomes apparent that healthy rotator cuffs are imperative for bench pressers. There's an old saying among motorcycle riders. There are two types of riders, those that have gone down and those that are going down. Eventually, everyone takes a spill. Now, the same is true of bench pressers. There are those that have injured a rotator cuff and those that are going to injure a rotator cuff. Now, not training their rotator cuffs is one of the biggest reasons bench pressers injure their rotator cuffs. There are many rotator cuff exercises, but the little-known Cuban press is one of the most direct and effective for training the rotator cuff and the scapular muscles. Now this lift requires very little weight. It can be done with a straight bar or dumbbells. Now I prefer to perform the Cuban press seated with a very light plates, 5-pound plates, so as to isolate the muscles of the rotator cuff. Now the exercise is performed in three movements. The first movement is a wide upright row is performed with the elbows aligned with the shoulders at completion. The second part of the movement is an external rotation, and the final part of the movement is an overhead press. So never bench press without performing a few sets of exercises to warm up and strengthen your rotator cuffs. It takes a few extra minutes, but preventing a tendon tear is well worth it.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching today's video. I've been power bodybuilding now for 37 years, and I want to share that information with you. So if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe and share with your friends.